Oh, yeah, we have a theme song, kinda, sorta. Welcome to the A-list with who, my girl? Who? Autumn
Hey,
Joy. That's
girl.
my favorite show. Autumn
I'm
Joy
doing live.
Live. What's up? What's your favorite show?
I'm doing live, of course, girl. We got
Pillow
to.
Talk.
Oh, oh my gosh.
You have failed. You failed miserably. She's like, shoot, it's Autumn Joy. You know that's right. Okay, next week I'm going to ask you the same question. We'll revisit this.
Oh my gosh, Angela, I am so sorry.
I'm going to get you. I'm so happy to see you. There is so much that is going on in the world today. I mean, we could just talk about the highlights. Today is the anniversary of the murder of Ahmaud Aubrey. I'm sorry, am I like butchering all this information? And the truckers are heading to DC. What else? Oh my gosh, Ukraine is bracing for the Russian invasion. There's so much that is happening in the news. This is a crazy, crazy, crazy time,
Yeah, and
right?
Wendy Williams, the end of an era for Wendy Williams.
Yeah. Oh my God, what do you think about that? Sherry Shepherd as
Yeah.
her. I mean, I like Sherry. What do you think of her as a permanent fill-in, or
Well,
however
here's
they're
the
saying
thing.
it?
Yeah, so we all know that once Wendy started having her health issues, they had rotating special guests, if you will.
Right.
And because my show is on right when Wendy's show typically comes on, I never really get the opportunity to watch. But when I was on vacation for my birthday, I did get a chance to catch the episode that Sherry Shepherd
Oh,
hosted. And I got to be honest, she kept my attention, and I liked Sherry. I've always been a fan of hers. I'm just a fan of any Black woman that can occupy any space on
yeah.
primetime television. So regardless, but I can say that, it is sad. Wendy's been on TV for 14 years. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that she had been on for that long.
Yeah.
We all know about her transition from radio and what she did in radio and what she was able to do on television. I mean, Wendy was rivaling, I want to say, Oprah as far as
I think Listen, people say so many things about Wendy, and I get it. I mean, her style, it's not for the faint of heart, and it's not my style, and it certainly isn't yours, but it's hers. And she came along at a time nobody was doing it like Wendy. People were doing these interviews with celebrities and becoming their friends and taking it easy on them. Not Wendy. I happen to know Wendy Williams, and we were both working for WBLS, and Wendy was doing her thing. She would come in there prepared every day. When it comes to show prep, I have never seen anyone do it like Wendy. She would have miles long information about what she was going to cover that day and really cover it. And, she'd take these shots. She'd have her little fan. She'd go, okay, fan out, get me the information. So, good or bad, she'd have, the people who felt like they were her best friend.
yeah.
Her fans would give her information, and she was not afraid. She's like, listen, I don't need to be your friend. I'm just going to report on whatever it is that you're doing. And so, yeah, she got the reputation for, being a little shady or just not kind. So a
Yeah.
lot of people didn't like her, but she owned it, and she came along at a time and worked really hard, and as you said, rivaled the best of the best. I like Wendy,
Yeah.
and I like you, I'm sad to see that she's going through so much in her personal life. I wish her well.
Yeah.
But Sherry is my girl too.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love them both. And I had the honor of actually going on Wendy's show twice and being an audience.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's such a good experience. And again, I am a big fan of Wendy's.
yeah,
Like you said, her style is her style. She came
yeah.
up with, she was the Black girl shock jock, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So and then being able to transition that into television and the how you doing and
Right.
having like all of that is nothing. It's a huge feat, and to be able
Yeah.
to do it for over a decade, we applaud her. And of course, having Sherry Shepherd come in and step in there and kind of take over the reins, if you will. The Sherry Shepherd show is coming. I do think that that's amazing, and I love
Yeah.
the fact that Sherry gave Wendy her flowers.
Yeah.
It's not catty. It's not
Exactly. Let me
it's
step on you to get what I want.
very
Yeah.
much like, Wendy, thank you so much for allowing me to be even on your platform,
Yeah.
to give me this stepping stone to get my own show. And Sherry
Yeah.
she cried about that. She's like,
Yeah.
y'all, this took me a long time to get here. And if
Yeah.
I hadn't been sitting here, I probably still wouldn't have gotten it. So we know that Wendy is working on something. Everybody's wishing her well. It's Wendy Williams. No matter what she does, we're going to tune in. We're going to pay attention. We're going
Oh
to
yeah.
figure out whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the network already said, hey, Wendy, whenever you're ready to come back, we've got a spot for you. We're not ostracizing you. We're not blackballing you. We know it's health. So whenever you feel healthy enough, we want you back. I'm sure her contract is going to be different, though. It's not going to.
But nevertheless, you know what? In Wendy's style, she's going to rebrand, and I think she is going to be all right. And I love the fact that her show, in her absence, but because of what she built, it's been such a platform. Sherry Shepherd has been on there before. That's how they knew she'd be a dope, fill-in replacement. Nick Cannon, he got himself a whole show, because when he came in and sat in for Wendy, he brought it, and he was brilliant. So, I think it's a great platform, and God bless them all. But Wendy, I can't wait to see what you're going to do next. Oh my gosh, I watching the news the other day, and then even listening to you earlier today, Autumn. This Tinder swindler has me cracking up. I mean, are people that desperate? He's got a whole documentary now because of his little antics. So for those who have not been paying attention, Autumn, just kind of bring people up to date on what's going on with the Tinder swindler.
Well, yeah, the Tinder swindler is a guy who has been on Tinder swindling women, and apparently,
It's not funny, but
oh my God, he has collected $10 million.
No.
Yes, from unsuspecting women. So what he does is, of course, he'll get $50,000 from Angela, right? So with that,
No, you won't, my friend.
you won't. No. $50,000, let's say, from girl A. He'll use that money to fly out girl B, C, and D, wine and dine them, make them fall in love. They think that they're in a relationship with the best guy ever, and then he'll swindle money out of them. And so what he was doing is he was telling these women that his enemies were after him. Y'all,
oh yes,
he put on a whole theatrical performance with blood, a fake black eye, everything, like sending videos, pictures to these women, and was tugging on their heartstrings. And this one woman, Angela, get ready for this.
I'm not ready.
A $200,000 loan to give to this man.
You know what, Autumn, I heard you saying this earlier on your radio show, and it wasn't like she had the money. She took out loans to give this loser. I am like, people, listen, I understand the nature of my radio show, Pillow Talk with Angela. I know there are a lot of lonely people in the world, male and female. People want love, but people, listen. If anybody is on there asking you for $5, you got to know this is probably going to end badly for you. Don't give up anything. Don't give up any money.
Listen, as soon as somebody hits me up, oh, Autumn Joi, can I get, oh, that's crazy.
You're doing bad.
Did you call your mama? Because let me pray for you right now, brother. Let me do
that for you.
$200,000, and of course the Caucasian, and so I just look at it from the perspective of, like you said, there's a lot of apparently lonely people out there. But here's the crazy part: he has a Netflix special. They're in talks of potentially doing a dating show with the Tinder swindler on Netflix.
With him?
Angela, yes. He has started giving out financial and dating advice.
Oh. Okay. Now it is official. I have heard everything. This guy needs to be in jail. He's benefiting from it. And then I saw this thing today where he's denying, he's like saying, like with the documentary, he's taking issue with the way they're presenting him. Really, dude, you don't have a say. You don't
Girl,
have a say.
he served 6 months in jail, but they had to let him
That's
out because
nothing.
the women voluntarily gave him the money. He didn't hold a gun to their head and be like, oh, give me the money. He didn't rob them. They voluntarily gave this man that
This
money.
guy,
So, and he was
what's his name?
he was telling,
Simon. He's not even that cute.
right. He was telling these women that his dad, so that he apparently found some guy that owns a diamond like exchange company, whatever. And so he was telling these women that he was the son of this diamond, whatever. And so that was part of the whole ploy. Like, oh, they kidnapped me for money and they're trying to get money from my dad for ransom.
You know what? Listen, if you're greedy like that and, got the makings of being a gold digger, this is how you get trapped, because you're here thinking that, oh man, this guy's got all this money. He's going to wine me and dine me. And you're missing all the signs that this might not be what it looks like. You know what? I mean, get yourself a quality person. Don't be attracted to what they have. Get your own. And if they have something, that's just a bonus, but just get your own.
Right.
Don't go for these guys for the stuff. Oh, it just breaks my heart.
I'll say this: there's nothing wrong with having a partner who's of higher values. So
That's right.
I'm just saying.
No, but that is true. But I mean, and that's another whole topic. I mean, but that can't color if the guy is just not a good person,
Oh, right.
then I don't care how much money they have. It doesn't mean they're going to give it to you. That's another thing. A lot
Right.
of women go for these, guys who have everything. That doesn't mean you're getting anything. You might, get a couple dates, but it doesn't mean he's going to buy you a doggone thing.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we don't want to just be, people coming after us for just our looks. Most of us, anyway, if you're a woman of substance, you want them to love you for who you are. So
Yeah.
while, yes, you do want someone who is a quality person all the way around. And that means being able to be a good provider and, take care of themselves. But I think that goes along with them just being able to take care of themselves and be the king you need them to be.
Exactly. Well said.
But I think so. I mean, but I've never been one, I mean, I'm all booed up now. I'm good. But when I was dating, I've never been one to just go for someone for what they have. I mean, I've dated people with a lot of means and I've dated people with just regular old means. It doesn't matter if, you're a good person and, you can, as long as my lifestyle isn't going to go down, then we're good.
Yes. Yeah, I feel you.
You
I feel
know?
you. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah. We pillow talk for just a moment. Oh my gosh, so much. Okay, what other tea before we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, well, the truckers that are apparently trying to come to
Yeah.
DC, yeah,
Today, goodness gracious, that's going to be crazy. I mean, so we're what, 9 o'clock at night, but it'll be interesting to just see how disruptive that's going to be over the next couple of days. And
no,
we were talking earlier, and our program director said, "Yeah, you just send them to certain parts of DC and see what happens.
yeah, he was like, oh, send
Shut
them to
it down."
Southeast. Although Southeast is very gentrified now, so they'll go to Southeast and have
Yeah.
a latte. Like, there's nothing that's going to happen. But the guy, his name is Bob something. They're coming from Pennsylvania. They're coming from all over, like Canada, Pennsylvania, whatever. And this whole truck convoy, they came, today or whatever. And now initially, Bob was saying like, "Oh, we're going to shut down DC. We're gonna stop traffic on the highway." Well, MPD was like, you can protest, you have that right, but you're not gonna impede with traffic. First of all, 495 traffic anyway is a nightmare at 4.
It is.
So
Yes.
y'all are
So,
gonna be here to sit still anyway. But what
mhm.
I found interesting is that I was thinking, and I played it on my show earlier today, the interview that he did. So his tune has changed. Now he's like, "Oh, we're not going to impede traffic. we're going to go with the flow of traffic. No, bruh. The police were like, y'all can't do that. That's number one. Number two, the president's State of the Union or whatever speech that he's given it's not until next Tuesday. Like,
right. So why are you here?
What are you coming to DC early? Y'all coming to do brunch? Y'all coming to
right.
on vacation? Y'all coming
exactly.
Like what's the purpose of you all coming this early? So I'm just interested to see how this is going to play out for the remaining, like you said, the remaining portion of this week. Like
yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm saying people keep it moving. You know, as I mentioned earlier, this is the anniversary of Ahmaud Arbery being killed, and the lawmakers are just trying to make sure that it is impactful today, so that nothing like this happens again. The modern day lynching. I mean, what has been happening? I mean, just this whole social pandemic that we've been going through, you know, with the George Floyd killing and all of this that's happened kind of at the same time. It's an interesting time that we're living in. And I just hope and pray that because the spotlight is on all of these wrongdoings, that it is a sign of things to come. I mean, of course, things have still been dipping that show, have we really come a long way? I mean, we've just got to keep it all in the spotlight. So just God bless his family. Just want to keep him in our prayers. And we had been promoting that Ebony McMorris was going to join us. She's our AURN White House correspondent, and she's always, with you once a week. And, some news came up and she couldn't join us today, but she's going to join us again soon. So I just wanted to give her a shout out, and we can't wait until she joins us.
Yeah. She comes on my show Mondays for getting in the know with Ebony McMorris, and she's such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, she is.
She knows so many popping people. Like, I'm just waiting to tell Obama to be a guest on the show. Like,
yes, do it.
Bring on. So it is sad that she got pulled into a White House briefing. And I'm sure, because I really did want to get her perspective of what's going on over. Is it like Russia, Ukraine?
And Ukraine, me too. You know what? One time I was listening to her with you, and she did such a great job breaking down just the whole economics in the Black community, especially. And I wanted her to talk about, people watch the news loosely and say, oh, that's happening in Russia and Ukraine. That's not affecting us. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. You are feeling it. You've already been feeling it in your pocket and when you're shopping.
Gas prices.
The gas prices.
That the gallon thing of gas is now up to $100 per those gallons, and I'm just like, what does that mean? Oh my gosh! And I've noticed too that I don't know if you noticed this, Angela, but I've been filling up a lot more lately. So I think they're mixing it with water or something.
Alcohol. I don't know. Just watering it down. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, but both of us are driving some gas guzzlers. That's the price you pay for having a cute car. Yeah. But yeah, it does affect the pump. I mean, and, for so many things. So when we do have Ebony on, this is going to be, everyone's opportunity to ask her whatever they want. We're going to have a captive audience. So as soon as we can have her back on. Next week, we're going to have Javon Harley, and she's the one, Advantage International. She does all those yearly trips that, the WHUR worldwide tours that we go on. And one's coming up. It's coming up really soon. We're going to Fiji. And that is Autumn's Fiji face.
That is why I'm wondering. I'm jealous of Angela face. So I heard the promo as I'm driving in. I was like, Angela gets to go to Fiji? Can I see
Yes. Oh my gosh. Along with all our WHUR fam, if you haven't bought your tickets to join us, please make sure you do. You can just go to WHUR.com and get all the information. And when you watch the A-List next week, Autumn and I get a chance to go one-on-one with Javon Harley, and she's the one who puts all these trips together. It's always first class. Love, love, love them.
Oh, I can ask her if I can go then. I'm going to be like, I'm Angela's place.
There you go. I'm here. Where is she?
Going with Angela.
Yes, we're in this together.
If you say Angela to go, I gotta go too.
So, Autumn, what's your favorite show?
Don't talk to Angela Stribling.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. I love you, girl. This is so amazing. So, okay, I'm sure they're, giving us the wrap it up sign. This has
Yeah.
been so much fun. I love being here with you, Autumn. And
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Listen, this is my A right here. Does that look like an A?
Oh, and this is my heart for you
Oh.
right there. Give everybody your social and, whatever you want to brag about.
Yeah, so really quickly, the numbers came out. Your midday love is #1 in the area, 6+. So I really do enjoy and my live squad. I love you all from the bottom of my heart for making this little black girl the #1 most listened to in my time slot, and I really do appreciate that. Come and follow me at Autumn Joi Live with Joy with an I on all of my platforms. Angela Stribling, I love you, girl.
I love you too. And congratulations on being #1. You've been #1 for a long time. So this is nothing new. And she has no signs of moving away. So just get on board, join her live squad. And all my pillow talkers, keep joining me too. That's Sunday nights, right after Manzi Pullen and the original Quiet Storm. And some of these topics are spicy. In fact, this weekend, this Sunday night, we are joined by Joe Morton. Remember, he was excuse me, he was on Scandal. He was the daddy. He was the mastermind of it all.
Yes,
Remember? So he's going to
yes.
join me this Sunday night. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. He's got a
That's
new
what we
TV show that's coming out. It's called Inside the Black Box, where he
said.
joins this celebrity acting coach Tracy Moore. And I got a chance to see one of the shows. It's pretty hot. It's a lot like the show I used to do back in the day on BET, Screen Scene, all about, the actors and, what's going on in Black Hollywood. But with a twist, you have to see it. We're going to talk about it on Sunday. So follow me on all social media platforms at Angela Stribling and, of course, at WHUR-FM. Thank you guys for joining us. Love you, Autumn.
Love you more. See you next week, my love.